Welcome back to TayesTEA, ladies and gentlemen. Today is our 5th week, episode number 17. And since today is Throwback Thursday, we are doing none other than African American history for this week, November 5th through the 9th. First and foremost, we are talking about the first African American woman elected into Congress in November. Her name was Shirley Chisholm. She served 2 terms in New York in the state legislature before she was actually elected and won. Next, we have Crystal Bird Fawcett, who is the first African American woman elected to state legislature. That was in Pennsylvania today, November 8th, in the year 1938. Then we have Mr. Carl Stokes, who was the first African American mayor elected for a major U.S. city, which was Cleveland of the state of Ohio. And that actually took place yesterday, November 7th, in the year 1967. So going into our quote of the day, it comes from Arthur Ashe. This was the first African American tennis player for the U.S. Davis Cup team. He was actually the only African American man to ever win singles titles in the Wimbledon, U.S. Open, and Australian Open. Our quote is, "Regardless of how you feel inside, always try to look like a winner. Even if you are behind, a sustained look of control and confidence can give you a mental edge that results in victory." Such a great quote from such an accomplished man in the African American community. Next, we are going to go into birthdays. First and foremost, we have Juanita Hall, who was an actress in musical theater and film. She was born this week between November 5th and November 9th in the year 1901. Next, we have actress Esther Rolle, who was born this week in the year 1920. Then we have Dorothy Dandridge, well-known actress and singer, born in the year 1922. Then we have Mr. Izear Turner Jr., better known as Ike Turner, who was a very well-known musician, born this week in the year 1931. Next, we have Alfre Woodard, very well-known award-winning actress, born this week in the year 1952. And last but not least, we have rapper Brad Jordan, better known as Scarface, originally from the Ghetto Boys. He was born this week in the year 1970. Definitely want to thank you guys for listening in to TayesTEA, and I hope you decide to tune in next week. Keep your eyes and your ears peeled. Enjoy your evening.